working with the body. So now we're going to fully dive in our body. And to work with our body, there are 7 key elements, not only to flow through movement, but also as a reflection of flowing through the dance of life. Because at the end of the day, life is really a dance, and all depends of the way that we dance with life. For example, even when we're going through disease or challenging, when we are dancing through this with more lightness, obviously we're going to be navigating the storm with more awareness and focus and lightness. If we are dancing very hectically, suffering, obviously we're going to navigate the storm with that feeling. So there are 7 key elements. The first one is presence and awareness. Being fully present in our body, feeling every movement from within, and allowing your breath to guide you. So physical presence is very, very important and is one key element. The first one, and I will say one of the most important. The second one is trust and surrender. Letting go of rigid control and trusting your body's intelligence, allowing movement to emerge naturally. The third one, emotional connection. Tuning into your emotions and using movement as a way to express and release them. This is something I love because I start using the dance. I used to be, I still am a very emotional being. And I used to use dance as a way to channel my emotions, to express my emotions because my emotions were so overwhelming that for me the only way I could express it somehow it was through the movement. So when we start tapping that we can use our body as well to help us with our thought processing, with our emotional processing, is very important because we start tapping to something that is supposed to be natural, but we kind of forgot about this gift. So emotional connection. Breath as a guide, letting breath lead the motion, creating an effortless flow. So breath is something that is just happening. We don't even need to think about breath. Breath is just there. And breath is the first thing we do when we're born and the last thing we do when we leave this realm of reality. So there is a gift into the breath, and the breath is really our compass as well. And when we start moving through life or moving when we are doing a flow or we are dancing, we need to feel that it's almost the breath that is leading the way. And it's amazing how the breath will send the signals to our nervous system that is safe, and then our body will expand deeper as well into strength and flexibility. The fifth key is listening to the body. Instead of forcing movement, you allow your body to show you what it needs in the moment. So I love this because it's the same as when we flowing in a flow, in a yoga practice, in a dance. The same as well. Sometimes we want to force things and it's just not happening. And when you step back and you just listen to life, you just listen to your body, then everything start happen and everything become more, in a way, effortless, and the movement start just flowing in authenticity with what you are. The sixth key is imagination and energy flow. Visualizing energy moving through your body like water, fire, wood, metal, air, and ether, and letting that inspire your motion. I love as well adding the wood and metal element that are more from Chinese medicine. And when we use, we are the elements. That's why I have here um, this beautiful human being in our electromagnetic field, our toroidal field. And we have all these elements here because we are sacred geometry. We are elements. We have all the elements within ourselves. And some of them are, some of us feel more connected with certain elements than other. But when we start grasping even the understanding that we are elements as well, we can start flowing through life with more ease because we can start perceiving, for example, when we're moving, we are like, okay, I want to be fluid as water. And we allow this knowledge of the water to start uh, channeling through us. Or I want to be powerful and vital as fire. I want to have the passion of fire in my movement, in my life. And we start bringing that power of that element as well in our motion, in our life. And the last one is playfulness and exploration, approaching movement with curiosity rather than fixed technique, playing with shape, rhythms, and sensations. And I love this picture of this woman that she's just flowing there. You can see she's fully there, present. She's there tapping into her energy. She's there allowing to perceive as well what is there without pushing, without forcing. And she's allowing herself to be playful, to be curious, because this is tapping again more with our inner child, that when we were children, we were curious, we were playful, and then suddenly we start growing up, and sometimes these skills start being in a way we kind of become more shy, or we feel, oh, being playful is just something for kids, it's not something really that as adults we do anymore. But that's something very important when we move through life and when we move in a flow as well. And here we have, this is the toroidal field of the earth. And here we have the crystal grids in the middle, in the center, in the core of the earth. And we have as well this woman there flowing as well in her own energy field, and seeing how her own energy field is merging as well with the energy field of the earth, seeing how we are all connected. I love always to say, when we throw a rock into the ocean, we can see the ripple of that rock that is landing on the ocean. And the same, every movement that we are doing is having an effect, even if we cannot see it. This is air. There are particles of air here. There is plasma. There is energy. So we are constantly interacting with energy, even if we don't realize. We are constantly listening sounds, even if we don't realize. And that's something very simple to understand. For example, sometimes when we are very focused in doing something, we are not listening anything else that is going on around us. And then when you come back here in the moment present, you start listening the birds, or you start listening someone in the room next door that was talking, and then you were like, oh, I don't even notice these sounds. So that's exactly the sounds that goes beyond our comprehension. Maybe we still just don't have the capacity to listen in that level. But for example, sometimes say that the pets do, the dogs can, the cats, and they can perceive things that we cannot perceive. But that doesn't mean that that is not there.